Welcome back. Welcome to Tutorial 5 in the series of building, modeling the mitered box. In this tutorial, we're going to start to create the bottom of the box, and we're going to use the top of the box to do so. So we don't have to draw the bottom again. We drew 4 pieces in the last series of tutorials that form the top of the box. We also put a lid on it, but they sure look like the bottom of the box if only they were a different size. So we're going to use that to our advantage. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is you're going to make sure your lid is expanded out here and see what's underneath. And you see you get your front, right, back, left, all identified as by highlights as I go up and down the tree here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Shift and click front, right, back, and left. And that holding Shift allows me to pick multiple things. Then I'm going to right click on the blue here, the blue area, right click and pick copy. Now I'm going to go down to bottom and make that my active drawing component by clicking the little button on the end. And then I'm going to go out in the white space and I'm going to right click and go paste new. Make sure you paste new. Do not paste, paste new. Do not paste, paste new. Very important. Paste new. Okay, what's happened is it's put the copy directly on top of the other components. So I'm just going to use an arrow and drag it down a little bit. So it's on the bottom side there. And I'm also going to click capture position here before I push OK. Push OK. All right, what's happened? Well, let's look underneath bottom. The component bottom, click this little arrow. Look, we have a front, a right, a back, and a left all drawn for us. This is good. Now, how do I change their size? I don't want to change the length and I don't want to change the thickness, but I would like to change the height. So what I can do is go into the front, or make the front active. That's a better way to do it. Just make the front active and you can see the steps made to draw that. Which one of these was the one I used to create the height? I think what I did is I drew a rectangle, then I extruded it, and then I cut the miters. So what I'm going to do is go to the first sketch. You can turn it on if you want by going up underneath front, if I can get it to do it, underneath sketches, and turn your first sketch on to confirm. Oh, look at that. There it is, the first sketch we made. Okay, well I'm going to double click on that first sketch, and look, I have the size. Now, remember, I'm not looking at the size of the top, I'm looking at the size of the bottom. So I'm going to leave it the 10 inches long, but I'm going to change the height. Now, box lid, 1.25 inches. Base, I don't know, 3? We'll go and see what that looks like when we're done. Try this. 3 inches. And we'll push Finish Sketch. And we'll zoom out and roll around. Oh, look. Kind of looks funny because the other ones haven't changed and the sketch is still on, but if I turn the sketch off with the eyeball here and then I collapse all this down for neatness, there we go. Now I just repeat the process. So I'm going to go highlight right, I'm going to go to the very first sketch and I'm going to change it to 3 and I'm going to hit Finish Sketch. And now I'm going to highlight or activate, I guess I should use the right term, activate the back. And I'm going to go to the first sketch, double click, and we'll make it 3 high. Finish Sketch. And now I'm going to go to the last left side here, activate it, double click on the sketch, make it 3 high, and push Finish Sketch. Looks good. If I go to the top level of bottom, click it, you'll see all of them go solid. Lid is ghosty because it's not active. The other thing is, lid is a little annoying when you're trying to draw bottom. So why don't we go up to lid, use the eyeball to turn it off. We'll turn it on later when we want it. Okay, it looks really good, except watch this. Click and hold one of these sides. What does that mean? Well, that means the joints we made that were for lid didn't travel when we copied and pasted. So we're going to remake the joints for this. So you're like, oh, I have to do that again? Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Watch, join. It's good practice too. Capture position always. Pick one part, and we pick the face in the middle. Pick the other part you want to go to. There we go. Push OK. We got our first joint under joints here. Rigid joint right there. Next, we're going to take this one that's floating over here, and we're going to bring it to that one. Assemble a joint. Ooh, I have to go select for some reason. It's not. There we go. Middle of that one is going to go to middle of that one. If you're happy, push OK. Then we'll go and we'll do this one. So we'll say assemble a joint, and we'll go from the middle of this one to the middle of this one. There we are. And push OK. Now we have glued up our box. And now I will turn the joints off so I don't have to look at them by using the eyeball here. All right, so we have a lower portion. I can turn the lid back on. I have an upper portion. I can go total top level of my project. I can see the whole thing for satisfying look. There we are. So we have created the bottoms, sides, front, right, left, back, using the top, and then rejoin them, and we're ready to go to the next tutorial. That was a short one, and I'll see you in tutorial 6. Oh, yeah, tutorial 6.